There are some places in this world that just don't feel right. Places where, even if you don't see anything, you can feel something is off. I learned that the hard way on a camping trip deep in the Catskills. It was supposed to be a simple weekend getaway. Just me, my best friend Aaron, and his cousin Brooke. We wanted to disconnect from the world, enjoy nature, and hike some of the lesser-known trails. The first day was perfect. We hiked for miles, set up camp near a quiet clearing, and spent the evening around the fire sharing stories. But as the night stretched on, the peacefulness faded. It started with the noises, subtle at first, twigs snapping, rustling in the bushes. At first, we dismissed it as an animal, but then we heard something else, something that made my skin crawl. A whistle. 3 short, distinct notes. It wasn't wind, it wasn't an animal. It was deliberate, and it was close. Aaron shined his flashlight into the trees, but we saw nothing. Probably another camper messing with us, Brooke said, but her voice lacked conviction. We tried to laugh it off, but none of us slept easy that night. Sometime around 3 a.m., I woke up. A strange sensation gripped me, like I was being watched. I peeked out of my tent and my breath caught in my throat. Brooke was outside, standing completely still, facing the woods. Her back was to me, arms limp at her sides. Something about the way she stood, unnatural, rigid, made every instinct scream at me to wake Aaron. I nudged him hard, whispering his name. He stirred and groggily followed my gaze. "Brooke," he called out. She didn't move, didn't respond. Then, without warning, she turned and walked straight back to her tent without a word. The way she moved, stiff and almost mechanical, made my stomach churn. The next morning, Brooke had no memory of standing outside. "I never left my tent," she insisted. But Aaron and I knew what we saw. That day, we decided to cut our trip short. We packed up quickly and started the long hike back. But the feeling never left, like we weren't alone. The forest was too quiet, like it was holding its breath. And then, as we neared the main trailhead, that whistle came again. 3 short notes, this time impossibly close. We ran. We didn't stop until we reached the car. As we drove away, I glanced back at the tree line, and for just a second, I swore I saw someone standing there. Not moving, just watching. I don't know what happened that night. I don't know who or what was out there. But I do know one thing. We were not alone in those woods, and I will never go back.